why do I do stuff with you again? Because we provide delightful business adventures.
And buttloads of cash.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But how did you get this buttload of cash?
By capitalizing on limited creativity.
Don't you mean limitless? No, limited.
Limitless is too much work.
Take our latest attraction, Dinosaur Petting Zoo with rocket ice cream. Well, that sounds cool, but you've lied to people before. Your name is literally lies. But don't you hope we deliver on what we built up? But did you? You put it together in my green screen room.
We've been building up for years that we'd deliver on it.
But did you? You'll just have to check it out and see.
Just like our 11 o'clock behind you.
Yay! Dinosaurs!
Right this way, my gullible toads.
You in or not, Critic? We're booked all day with these.
I'm gonna regret this.
You love it.
All right, kids, are you excited to see dinosaurs?
Yay! Dinosaurs!
Not sure how that effect works in this context.
Well, good, because we have dung beetles. The dung beetle, if genetically altered, can wipe out all of humanity.
Are dung beetles dinosaurs?
No. The dung beetle has ruined countless lives and continues to spread mass destruction.
Can we see the mass destruction?
It's all off screen.
Isn't that exciting?
Where we want dinosaurs!
Oh, here you go.
Yay! Dinosaurs!
Can we pet them?
No, but you do get to interact with a clone daughter of myself. Hi, I'm a thing for some reason. Like me, come on, like me, everything. She's delightful. I'm delightful.
What the hell does that have to do with...
Dinosaurs! Yay! Do they have a rocket ice cream?
No, the rocket ice cream is online. You should have watched it there.
Oh.
But you literally promised them that. Look, characters you recognize.
Yay! Star-Lord!
Actually, that's a different character Chris Pratt is playing. We don't care how they see him, just as long as they pay to see him.
His agent figured that one out.
I love Star-Lord!
Yeah, he's the best. What the?
Oh yeah, we just replaced all their dialogue with shit.
It was easier than coming up with something new.
Are there still dinosaurs?
Of course there are. You just gotta look through all of this to see them. Like me, everything sucks. I hate everything. Like me, I hate everything. Everything is terrible. Everything sucks. I hate everything.
Well, that was traumatizing. I really should get a stamp card every time that happens with you two.
Okay, so technically we did lie to the children, but we still gave them dinosaurs, and that's all that matters.
Seriously, those kids look bored and weirded out beyond belief. You think they're gonna keep coming back just because you have dinosaurs?
Can we come back again?
Yeah, I want to buy 10 more tickets.
I think you may have something here. Well, it took him 4 films just to open the damn park, so why not take 6 films to actually have dinosaurs roam the rest of the Earth? The answer is, you don't need to, because that's not what they do here, despite promising that for several movies, and the films still made a bundle and seemed to please audiences. Look, I'm a dinosaur fan too. That's why I want to see more of them in these films instead of idiot humans with their idiot subplots about idiot bugs. Yeah, that's the main threat in this, locusts. Friggin' locusts are taking over the world, and the dinosaurs are more of a side threat in this. They're just confined to another patch of land away from humanity, despite trailers once again promising we're gonna get dinosaurs ripping up the human world. Give Fallen Kingdom credit, they did have dinosaurs interacting with civilization. It was just all in the last few minutes. Here, half those scenes in the trailers were internet extras, including one where a T-Rex crashes a drive-through theater. Gotta see the movie to see what happens. Oh wait, no you don't, because this scene isn't even in the film. Instead, we get good actors once again trying to save horrible writing, only this time they brought in the original cast too. As if their sequels didn't try to nuke their credibility. I don't know what I'm missing, man, but clearly it's worth a lot of money, so let's take a closer look at why this made bank. This is...
Like me. I hate everything. Like me.
Jurassic World Dominion.
Why don't you like me? I hate everything.
I love how they list every single location in this movie, like it matters to the viewers at all. We're here for a few seconds. Do you think anyone cares where this random boat attacked by a random dinosaur is? I know it's a nitpick, but they literally caption a place they're gonna take off from just so they can take off from it. Why don't you just spell out the characters' names while you're at it? Oh, wait, they actually do that.
Ellie Statler.
Alan Grant.
Egon! Speaking of which, remember the last line of Doom in the previous film with Ian Malcolm saying,
Welcome to Jurassic World.
Yeah, that got figured out pretty fast. We got some TikTok videos that admittedly were pretty easy to shoot, but aside from that, it's under control. Thank God they're mostly in parts of the world that barely have any people at all. Excitingly cost-effective! With that said, I will admit, the dinosaurs look really good in this. This is the first film since the original where it kinda looks like they're really there. On top of that, they finally get creative with the designs. Some have fur, others have feathers, some got Edward Scissorhands. I don't care, just have fun with it. Make it about the dinosaurs. Heck, when they do just show dinosaurs, the movie's not that bad. We see Blue hunting with her offspring for a brief moment. A family of brontosauruses get lost and need to be shown where to go. And both scenes are done with no dialogue. Honestly, it's some of the best stuff in the flick. But then, you know, people talk.
Dinosaurs can teach us more about ourselves.
Dodson is the villain this time around.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, right? I know he was the bad guy in book 2, and if they did that in Lost World, it could have worked. But 5 movies later? That's like saying the dick-nosed guy is the main villain in the next Star Wars trilogy. Oh shit, don't give him ideas. Bryce Dallas Howard returns as Claire, still trying to save imprisoned dinos.
It's medieval.
Yes, it's almost like you didn't own a theme park that did something similar. And I will give credit, they ditched many of the annoying characters from the last one pretty quick.
We're done. I got a call last week. It's a real job.
I have real movies to be in. Hopefully good ones. Chris Pratt also returns as Owen, whose hypnotizing palm was thought to calm raptors after years of training. But it turns out any dinosaur of any breed instantly responds to it. Like Dino ASMR.
I'm a dinosaur. Roar. I'm gonna attack you. Oh, got your hand out. Oh, that's calming. You know what? Add some bubble wrap to that. Ah, yeah. That's the stuff. Anxiety, calming. It's anxious being a dinosaur.
And man, I swear these movies want to kill this poor little actress's career. Remember Macy, the pointless clone from the last film who released the dinosaurs? She's played again by Isabella Sermon and is directed to be the biggest pain in the ass of the film.
That's what people do.
How would I know what people do?
I tried to annihilate them all so I wouldn't have to know what they do. Yeah, she tried to doom humanity by saying these things free, and yet all she can do is complain about how she has to stay at home. What an obnoxious brat.
I'm coming with you.
What did I just say?
Her whole performance is Jim Carrey and Liar Liar saying, ugh, Audrey.
The only people I've spoken to in the past 4 years are you both. I said I didn't go past the bridge.
I'm not angry.
Hey, what's up? You just don't trust me. I can take care of myself. You can't keep me here, you're not my mother. I don't think you understand how bad it is being trapped. You smell like horses.
It's like someone saw Jake Lloyd in Phantom Menace and said, you know what we should do in the sequel? Make him bitch about people not saying yippee. Why are you actively trying to make us hate her more? Oh, and like I mentioned, did you think the big threat in this dinosaur movie was dinosaurs? Nope, it's locusts! Which sounds like if God was Oprah unleashing the deadly plagues. Apparently there's a pandemic of giant locusts destroying people's crops all over the world. And I say apparently because we're only shown one crop and we never see the other attacks. Laura Dern returns in her pink shirt doing the sunglasses thing, so it must be as good as the first one. And as you guess, you can't have Sattler without Grant, played again by Sam Neill.
Why do we dig? Science is about the truth, and there is truth in these rocks.
Grant, you're gonna want to see this.
I had a speech going, music was playing and everything. Okay, I guess we're abandoning this. There's actually quite a few characters and moments that are set up to be something big and honestly should have been, but are cut short because there's a ton of other bullshit to deal with. Like reminding you, oh yeah, we built up this romance just to have it not work out, just to build it up again.
How are your kids?
Amazing.
And Mark?
Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Dern's reaction after reading the script.
It's over.
That's 2 franchises I'm in that really don't know how to stick the landing. Sattler tells Grant about the locust pandemic. I'm sorry, I cannot take that seriously in a movie with killer dinosaurs. It's like in a Godzilla film but their big focus was mold. And thinks Dodson's company is behind it to eat all the world's grain, throw the food chain out of whack, kill millions of people, and force the future to buy his company's food. Oh, and the clone girl's DNA is the answer to fixing all this or cementing it. Remember when this was just a theme park with dinosaurs? Even that's a weird, complicated idea, but Christ, it sounds like Barney next to this one big pile of shit.
You know why I'm here? It's quiet. I'm done with all that.
Just like the last time I was done with all that. Yeah, this is a great Jurassic Park movie if you've never seen a Jurassic Park movie. Speaking of which, both Macy and Blue's kid are kidnapped by Dodgson's henchmen. I'll get you next time. I'll get you now. Owen promises Blue he'll get them back because of course she can understand what he's saying.
I am gonna get her back.
And that's all I have to say about that. Grant and Sailor make it to Dodgson's Dinosaur Not Park, just park-ish. And I'm sorry, but Dodgson, played this time by Campbell Scott, was he always like this?
Remember, viable embryos, they're no use to us if they don't survive.
I want to do more of this. Later on if we, we booked you a private pod.
Customs can even check it if they want to. There's enough coolant inside for 36 hours.
He's basically a young me, only smarter and taller. Do you have food?
How are you planning to beat security?
Thank you for being here.
This wasn't my character before, but our commentary has gotten worse with each passing film, so I'm officially Tim Elon Jobs. By far the funniest returning character, though, is Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm, who I am 90% sure has heard all the impressions of him, thought it sounded like fun, and decided he wanted to do the impression too.
But mainly, he's exploiting your enchantment with these.
I am not kidding when I say maybe every third line ends as a question, even when there's no question mark in the sentence.
We not only lack dominion over nature, you control the future. Just like nuclear power, nobody knew what to expect, but that same power could devastate. We all act surprised and hoped for the best. Unforeseen consequences. Time.
I think all these people are here just to study how to do the perfect Jeff Goldblum impression at parties.
Now, the trick is to say a question like an answer, and an answer like a question. Ah, see what I did there? The question I just said, like a normal saying. But did you notice the question I said like a regular answer? The usual, normal, everyday sentence from days gone by. You raise the pitch on the final word and say, it. But can you see on the questions, I just say it like a statement. Apartments.com.
Sailor and Grant meet up with Malcolm, who agrees Dodgson is up to something, and meanwhile Miss I can take care of myself doesn't even try to escape the several opportunities she has to do so.
Walk to the car. No, it's not a choice.
Well, she is Molly Shannon, and she did make me very uncomfortable in White Lotus. Her folks track her down to Malta, where there's underground black market dinosaur dealings.
Don't look at anyone, don't talk to anyone. Just try to blend in.
Yeah, white woman in Malta who used to own a functioning dinosaur park. She won't be noticed in this environment at all.
You lost? This place? Not your vibe.
She runs into a pilot named Kayla, played by DeWanda Wise, who might be the only enjoyable lead in the movie as she has kind of a Baloo from Tailspin thing going on and goes back and forth between helping the heroes and the villains.
She is all alone, please.
That your daughter?
It's a science experiment!
I will say, for a little bit of time, the film does give what it advertised. These are humans exploiting dinosaurs in kind of a new way. We got hints of that in Fallen Kingdom, but there's so much more variety here. We get a lot of badass looking characters who have a lot of promise, and the dinosaurs do get out, resulting in the city being attacked in a great chase scene. There's a dude on fire getting eaten in the background at one moment. Had this been the majority of the movie and not just 15 minutes, I think this would have been pretty awesome.
Stand down, Larry. He's got the hand thing.
I didn't know he was one of us. Quick, use the hand thing on him. Gotta love how this guy spills important information while each arm is getting eaten.
Where is she? I don't know.
We handed her off to Santos. I don't know where they took her out for that.
Hold on, let me give you directions. It's a left on Stevens, a right on Oak. I'm sorry, I'm no good at multitasking and getting eaten. Ah! Yeah, remember that look they gave? Like, oh, it's on between these two. Literally the next scene together, he's out of the picture. In fact, most of the cool people they were building up here, we never see again. They're like the big sword guy from Raiders if there was no gunshot.
Do you remember how we used to get the Raptors in the truck? Yeah? Yeah.
And harder. Like I said though, this chase scene is a lot of fun, has good effects, and is appropriately goofy.
I'll get you in the next shitty sequel!
Oh, this is clearly the last There's gonna be another shitty sequel. So Macy is introduced to Dr. Wu, who's thinking, man, remember when I was the series' most desperate villain attempt? And is told that it wasn't her grandfather who cloned her, but rather her mother. Her.
I'm so excited for everyone to see what we've been doing here.
I guess she grew up around the exact same people to have the exact same accent. Okay, again, that's a nitpick, but I do love how years pass and somehow she keeps the exact same beautifully framed shot on her cinematic quality webcam. Apparently she was dying though, created a clone to give birth to, and injected Macy with an unknown cure that for some reason she didn't duplicate. Somehow this is the answer to killing off all the locusts to save millions of lives by injecting one with similar DNA, but instead of preserving all the locusts, it'll kill them all off. No, really guys, dinosaurs. That's all we needed. Literally follow any of these clips you began with and we'd be satisfied. How do they clean pterodactyl shit on top of that building? That alone is light years more interesting than your mimic meets multiplicity bullshit.
Eradicating them in a single generation.
Of course, when she discovers her DNA can save the world, she runs away. It's kind of her thing. The places she should stay, she flees, and the places she should flee, she stays. She runs into Sattler and Grant, who are having better luck than Owen and Claire, whose plane is getting taken down.
If you're gonna eject, I only got one chair and she's in it.
You don't have parachutes?
I wasn't expecting company.
That's why the chair behind the pilot is the only one that ejects. Wait, what's the logic behind this? I have to admit, the cinematography in this can be pretty creative. If I actually gave a shit about the person in that seat, this would be pretty suspenseful. She runs into a pretty cool looking dinosaur who I think is blind so he doesn't see her, but sees this deer, eats plants, but hunts her too. You know, it's shot great and there's no talk about locusts, I'll take it. Owen and Kayla crash on ice that keeps their plane afloat, but not them. You know, again, it's cool to see a dinosaur with feathers, I'll let a few things pass. But Malcolm has some choice words for Dodgson when he confronts him about his wrongdoings. Or rather, one choice word.
Dodgson.
Malcolm.
What?
Oh, sorry, people would comment if I didn't work into the joke somehow.
Got it.
Owen and Kayla run across a T-Rex and a Giganotosaurus who have the epic battle of a nose scratch.
Ah, you only won because a butterfly flapped its wings in Peking.
How non-threatening have these dinosaurs become? Remember how terrifying the Dilophosaurus was in the first film? Well. It just looks like he took a hand puppet off somebody's arm. He killed the gritty reboot of Kermit the Frog. Owen and Clay are reunited. I actually have no idea why they were separated. You could cut that and miss nothing. And Dodgson figures the game is up and decides to burn the remaining locusts he had sealed up. They escape though because this goddamn place has the worst security. You would think these failed dinosaur parks would have improved that by now. Which causes the forest to set ablaze and even distracts our heroes trying to escape.
Shouldn't we all lean to the left or something?
That's very constructive. Thank you, Maisie.
Wait, hand me that water. If we just apply water to one side of the car, maybe then we can, that didn't work. Old meets new as the original cast finally catches up with the current cast. You can tell they thought people would be losing their minds like the Spider-Mans meeting up in No Way Home, but all I heard in my theater was,
Ah, shit, this ain't Top Gun.
but oh no, that Gigantosaurus arrives to not be scary at all. Yeah, we saw him for like a minute and now we're supposed to be scared the whole climax is around him. But Malcolm has a plan. this locus on fire. They fight the beast off and try to figure out what to do next.
You're at Jurassic World.
Jurassic World? Not a fan.
I see what you're trying to do, movie. You're trying to bait me to make the obvious joke that everyone else has made, like, oh, that sums up the franchise right there, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do it with an even more appropriate scene.
It's rebooting.
No, it shouldn't be doing that.
Here's an important scene. One of the people helping our heroes who work for Dodson says he's no longer working for Dodson. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. This goes without saying and is a waste of everybody's time.
I'm not you.
This whole movie is like Janos from Ghostbusters 2 saying,
if everything you're doing is bad, I want you to know this.
Our heroes, meanwhile, try to figure out how to get out of there while also saving Blue's kid.
This is the same system we used at the park.
So we can turn on the thing and then we all get out of here?
Mr. Goldblum, the line is, oh, never mind. Gee, I wonder if the bad guy in this is gonna get killed by a dinosaur. Please take an ungodly amount of time building this up so you can surprise us with the way every other bad guy in these movies dies.
What's your story?
Everybody has weird final quips in this. At this point, it makes sense if somebody's final insult was,
The dingo ate your baby.
Dr. Wu says he wants to atone for his mistakes, but nobody listens to him except Macy.
It's okay. It's okay.
I think we can all trust the girl who tried to kill humanity with the future of humanity. Look, it's like the logo. This movie's good. Kayla tries to fly them out, but I guess a well-structured three-way battle between the T-Rex, the Gigabitosaurus, and the hot dog fingersaurus occurs. Because so much was built up with that amazing no-scratch epicness.
This isn't about us.
No, that's the problem. It is about you. I want it to be about them! The T-Rex is killed. He sleeps with his eyes open to fool the audience. Hey, if they look right at the camera now, that shouldn't shock you. And he gets up to kill the Leave No Impressiosaurus, allowing our heroes to escape. Sattler and Grant hook up again. Everybody gives a look to each other like they've learned something, even though they've all learned jack shit. Yeah, you're going back to never leaving the house again. Nothing's changed. Dr. Wu creates the DNA to wipe the locusts out, and Blue is finally reunited with her child. I'll voice you in the future. There'll be a Jurassic Kid show called Blue's Clues.
We're part of a fragile system made up of all living things.
Oh, blow me! You have nothing to say, you're terrible! I know it made a lot of money, I know it has a lot of fans, but for the love of me, I can't follow why. Maybe some people just like to see films about dinosaurs. I get that, but why not demand a movie actually about dinosaurs then? I guess the first Jurassic World is the closest we got after the first one with that. I personally didn't like it, but it did give us some awesome moments. If you want humans in it, that's fine, but do something new or relatable with them. All these characters are just so forgettable or dumb, bringing stories that are laughably complicated, taking away from what a lot of us want to see. I can't say this is the worst Jurassic Park sequel because there are a few cool moments where I know some others have none. But it is depressing that for such a fun and awe-inspiring idea as humans versus dinosaurs, every sequel almost 30 years after the release of the original feels so empty and lacking imagination. Go crazy with the dinosaurs in these movies, not the people. No one gives a shit about clones, locusts, or faraway jungles. Just put the dinosaurs in a city and keep them there. Why are you so allergic to that idea? I'm sure they'll make another film as much as they like to pretend this is gonna be the last one, whether you want to call it a spin-off or reboot or whatever. But if it's on par with the other sequels, then it's safe to say these relics should be kept buried. But then again, I don't have to like something in order to exploit it. So where's my cut of the money?
Tell you what, we'll give you all of the money if you take the fall for us.
Why? What happened? No questions. Just take the fall in order to get the money. No deal.
Fine. We'll take the money and you'll take the fall for us.
So long, sucker.
It's over.